What's up YouTube, COD4Man221 here, and welcome back to another Company of Heroes 2 Online Replay Season 5. I believe it is episode 40 now. Anyway, we're starting off a game. We're playing with Max. We've not played with Max in a while, but it's good to have him back here. He's playing as a British, I'm playing as the United States. We're going up against a Wehrmacht and an OKW player. Now, they're being very friendly early on, especially, well, Wilfred's being friendly, saying, good luck, have fun. That's nice to have respect in the game, and you know, it was the day after Christmas or Boxing Day, as some other parts of the world call it. So that was the match today. So let's talk about this map. It's 3 points, or I think it's 12 points. Uh, I'm not, I don't speak French, but that's basically what it's translated to. So let's take a look at this. So Max is yellow, I'm blue. So I'm gonna push into the fuel of the graveyard here, take the victory point in the graveyard, and kind of cover that fuel. Max will be possibly, you know, going on this side trying to challenge them for their fuel, but it'll also probably shift center if he gets beaten back from that side. So I have OKW forces already in the graveyard here, pushing up. No points captured at all. I'm going to get behind cover here. Now, he gets behind cover. This is rather smart, but he decides to readjust, which gets him out of the cover bonus. And he has 9 rifles being shot. His 3 is outnumbered 3-1 here. And it's just not a good situation for him here. And he's not behind cover again. Now he's back in cover. So he has got to not engage piecemeal like that. His troops are all in the back areas. He does have a cool wagon to help kind of back cap some points here. But so far, the graveyard is now mine. Max is engaging on this side with the Brints here. MG42 early on in that house. He's got to be careful of that. They have taken the fuel. So Max has his own machine gun here guarding this point. I know I heard a Kubelwagen coming up here, and I figured, okay, I have a bunch of rifles here. We could probably shoot this thing to pieces. So I don't think he realizes, but we have a lot of rifles here. We could definitely do some real damage to this guy if he's not careful here. And we're all in cover. These guys are not shooting because they're not close enough. He's going after my weakest unit, which is bad, but if he's not careful, his guys will get killed. And he should be dead there, which he is. Unfortunately, the car has been abandoned. I've noticed that scout cars are being abandoned more and more. He just hopped into the building here, and it's time for me to retreat. I can't do anything to destroy this. I don't have any rifle grenades. Some anti-tank rifle grenades because none of us are Vet 1 yet. Those guys are very close. Looks like they're setting some units up here to this house. Max taking the center now. We have both victory points. I have my own mortar out here. I'm going to start bombarding the church here. And I'm sure he's going to reman this. There's no question in my mind he's going to reman this. It is immobilized though, or has heavy engine damage. That's basically on fire here. That's kind of cool. Its little lights came back on when they started repairing it. I guess the lights go out. You know, it'd be kind of cool if they had a night map. I can't think of any map on COH 2 that's at night. We have winter. You know, it's funny. Everyone's like, oh yes, we love blizzards. It's all nice and cool. We love the gameplay. It gives you time to attack. Your units will freeze to death. If you notice, there hasn't been like a single new winter mode. And in fact, I just put all this barbed wire. I think I ran it over like a jerk. This cool new blizzard mode, no one plays anymore. A lot of the maps are removed from auto match, and people just don't like it. I also love the map Pripyat, which is no longer on the game, which is quite unfortunate. Pripyat was great, mainly. Look at me, I'm skirting my opponent. I'm not going to meet him point blank here. This S2G44s. These are close range infantry units. So I'm just going to pull my guys back and get them healed up here. This is close on. This is like, you know, frontline medic stuff here. I'm lacking a 3rd squad, but I am grabbing. You can see my fuel's down. I am grabbing a captain out early. Just protect myself from any kind of lukes. I do not want to engage him one-on-one like this. You can see how much damage I did in my troops, but when we're in heavy cover like this, and my mortar is doing real damage to these units. It already has 4 kills, so there you go. Realizing I need to take this point here, I'm going to send a squad over there to do it. I need to take back the town. How about my ally Max here? He's keeping the opponent over here very busy, who has a sniper out and mortars. So let's take a look at this engagement. I noticed when I was playing, his guys have bolt action Car 98s. We have M1 Grands. We're gonna win in close quarters. These guys can win at long range. So he has to be very careful about this. Going even closer is an even bigger mistake. Look how we're winning this fight here. And then the mortar, of course, destroys them. But just keep that in mind, your OKW troops. Know if your men are firing Gevers or Car 98s, because bolt action versus semi-auto is a big difference. Like, these guys are firing Car 98s too. Well, they got, yeah. So, semi-auto is going to win. If you, an example would be for the Russians too, right? If you have penal troops, I built a little fighting position to help cover. This is actually an excellent position for this because it can cover both entrances. Anyway, back to what I was saying about bolt actions versus semi-auto rifles. If you are engaging penal troops point blank with bolt actions, you're going to be in real trouble. The British, for instance, have their Lee Enfields here bolt action. You know, that thing got roasted. So let's keep that in mind. Just do not engage point blank with bolt actions. It's not a smart idea. And I'm noticing my infantry is doing okay, but it's really lacking firepower. So what I'll get shortly is I'm going to get some weapons rack. I'll unlock the weapons rack to give my units some BARs. That will make my infantry perform quite well. Anyway, I figured I could use some rangers also. These rangers are quite expensive, but they're a great unit because they also have Thompsons. So I don't know why the bunker's in the middle of the street, but this is a poor placement of a bunker. I try to criticize my opponent, but he's making this a machine. I guess he's trying to cover this point. See, what I don't like about this bunker placement is the AT gun can take that out if he's not careful. Anyway, Max has been pushed back. A lot of dead British soldiers here. He's gonna smartly withdraw his MG. And my opponent is not, he hasn't pushed the graveyard in a while. He put down some tank traps here. Only heavy tanks can run those over. I knew his sniper was there, but keep in mind his guys are very low health, so I'm gonna close the distance with these guys here and try to kill them. I see a bunker and I see that it's facing the wrong way, so kind of wondering what my opponent's doing. I wonder what. Okay, these guys are not Christmas noobs. You can see the ranks. These guys are both higher ranked than me. Yeah, you can't even see your rank anymore. It's so dumb on when you like join a game or something. They don't even show you ranks, but there they are. Anyway, my opponent now has a scout car. The problem is I have no infantry. It's all in retreat here, and my captain was engaged with the his units were killed there. He was engaged with storm fighters, so I have to heal him up and reinforce him quite quickly to try to help Max in the center. But we're losing the center. Currently, I am getting a pack howitzer to help counter. Max has a mortar set up here to start pounding the center here. Just calling down artillery. I'm not sure if it's smart to top all units in here, but AT right there going to push him back. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, it's not a good engagement to put all those units in. Anyway, so as I figure my men are back at base, I might as well get the weapons rack. So the BAR is right here. Anyway, not a good engagement for my captain. I'm going to try to run back here. I know he's going to lose some units, but I don't want to retreat him all the way. You know, we still have that scout car to worry about. So I'm going to fall back. This is almost done. I can basically give my units 2 each of the BARs. Weapon rack is now open. So I'll start picking up the BARs here. And I'm just going to wait a little bit longer. We have 1 in each squad. I'll get 2. Get 2 max. Must have a major on the field here. It's about 9 minutes in, and I'm already positioned to get a Sherman quite soon. The thing is, I can bombard this from all the way over here, so Now, I did not see this coming, honestly, and it kind of surprised me. He's going to do a deep flank around our lines. This is actually quite smart to my very vulnerable gun. On top of getting hit with a flame thing, so I'm screwed. I'm going to try to pull this thing back, and they just got absolutely wiped out. And he didn't even lose his scout car here, so that was really unfortunate. Great flank around by our opponents here. And now look at this engagement this year. We have the BARs. They're in negative cover. I'm aiming exactly for the units that are the most dangerous here. The mortar just wiped out a squad here. Look at this slaughter there. 2 full units wiped out, 9 men gone. And I'm going to try to take this point. It's 3 fuel for our opponents. Since they added the standard fuel on the points, where they give you the standard munitions and fuel, it's good to fight for all the points you can. I was looking for where my opponent's headquarters was, and I just discovered it. So that is great. I can't do any real damage until I get my captain up here, who is coming. It looks like they're going all the way flanking around here. Anyway, this guy does not have a forward retreat point set up here, and he's in a little bit of trouble. I pulled back. I actually retreated all the way, my unit there. So I know, okay, my opponent's going to regroup and send a bunch of units back here. What am I going to do to hold this, because we're not really doing any damage? I'm going to park one of my units in the churches. This will give us dominance over this position because we can fire straight out of the windows here. We have a guy up top here, 2 guys in the church depot, and then 2 guys by this door here. We also heavily outnumber our opponents when my opponent, when he comes here. He is getting behind heavy cover. That is very smart. Just going to focus fire on these units, so he's not doing too much damage here. Rangers are inbound, and that's where I need to retreat. But he had to pull back both of his squads, and this unit is getting shredded here. So he's pretty heavily damaged here. His headquarters down to half strength on this side. They make great work with that scout car over there. He's also using the light vehicles. 1 tank would wreck that guy completely on that side. I'm sure Max, when hop over to him, he's very close to getting that. Yeah, Max grabbing a Cromwell as we speak. I should be getting a Sherman very soon. Shermans are great because they're not great against tanks, but they're very good against killing infantry. So I'm capturing his territory. You see, these 2 points give them 6 fuel. So that's as much as the fuel of 7 here. So you just got to keep that in mind. Map control is important in COH since they made that change a while ago. I have my Rangers here. If you don't have a commander, I would definitely get this commander I have here. The Rangers look awesome. The commander I'm using is the Heavy Cavalry Company, so I'd recommend getting those guys. You have all the cool things, rifleman defenses, and the Pershing. So they're my really cool Rangers. Anyway, let's go over to this side where the blob's coming after me. 4 units here. I'm going to kind of fall back. This guy's anti-tank anyway. I don't want to lose him. So yeah, my opponent's definitely challenging me. I'm doing a lot of damage against him though in this church here. I was telling Max a machine gun would be quite useful over here. Now I can just fall back to my defense. I feel pretty confident with the fighting position established here. You can see it covers both sections to enter this area here. Now I'm a little worried about my mortar, which is vulnerable here. So I'm going to pull that back because he could... LOL. Cromwell snipe. I guess his sniper was looking at him. I don't really see it. Oh, there he is. I guess the sniper got a little too close there. And look at that. He's got to be careful about Panzerfaust. I'm getting pushed in the center again, but I have Rangers to help. I would be a little more aggressive. I mean, but then again, you don't know what he has. There's fog of war, right? You get Fausted. I'm like this. He won't engage any of my units here. Look, he's just retreating. So these guys are getting healed up and reinforced. Sherman's coming out. These guys are now vet 2. One more veterancy and they gain a 5-man squad size compared to 4. And I figure, okay, I'm beating my opponent here. If I can break him on this side, we can win the game. So I have my Rangers here. I want to see what he has over here. Maybe throw a grenade or 2. Really, our opponent doesn't really have anything. I mean, he has 2 Grenadier squads and a mortar half-track. I wonder where his car died. I'm like, okay, they're all here. Ooh, he's got to be careful. They're going to Faust him. Double Faust here. He's in a little bit of trouble right there. So they can slow him down, let's be honest. I have my own Sherman over here, who's switching over to HE. We have another kind of attack incoming. Anyway, I want to help out my... See, I see the blob. Well, let's see what he's... Let's see Fog of War here. He's got to pull back. Anyway, I'm going to start to see some red units over here, and I realize that they're doubling my opponent. So if I'm not getting pressured whatsoever, I need to help out. Now, the question is, do I stick with HE or go to armor piercing? So I remanned my pack howitzer. Now, I want to be careful. I'm going to see a Stug and AT guns. And I do not want to engage right here. 2 AT guns and a Stug. I do have my flanks secure, however this squad cannot die fast enough. Look at that damage he did. This squad could always pass across me if it got too close, but I had my 2 squads to cover my Sherman's back, and I need to retreat here. If he goes forward, I can. I'll use these guys to kind of block him. Anti-tank rifle grenade, hopefully damage the engine. Probably not because I hit him in the front. Every single time I use the damage edges, I kind of like how they change that. So I'm now going to heal up my unit here, just to keep pounding this position here. And this one, my opponent thinks it's good game. We have tanks out. They only have 1 tank. They're kind of all condensed on this left side here. I just realized I cut off their field here. That's I didn't mean to do that, but that works. So their field is cut off at this point. So let's take a look how much field they're getting. 7. Yeah. That's worth it. Now I need to repair my Sherman here. I'm going to break through the wall here, unfortunately. I wonder, sometimes they write little things here, does it? No, it says they like little... I don't want to miss all the action. Anyway, yeah, this guy's in the wrong place at the wrong time. Wasn't used too effectively here. I'm going to keep running, though, and he's going to run right into Max's MG, so he should be okay. And look at that. He's going to retreat here. Now, sometimes, if you look closely, you can see... No. Sometimes I put little names on them. Sometimes not. That'd be really, like, to be fighting in a graveyard and, like, no, you could die in a graveyard. That'd be just weird. So my mortar is providing support over here. They're taking back this point. I didn't realize that was their cutoff, actually, until this replay, so that was great of me to cut off their field. I needed, if I know that, I would keep doing that. And it looks like I have no tank here, but I'm just repairing. So I'm my Vet 2 captain here. They have their own AT gun, so he does have to be careful. I'm telling you, look at it. There's no health in this house here. I'm just going to fire 1 shot, collapse it, wipe out his AT gun. And I'm going to keep pushing. I have a Vet 3 captain here who's not going to go down easily and maybe take out a Stug if we can. He has 1 bazooka instead of 2 like he used to have. And you have to pay for it, so. Poor pathing is going to allow his Stug to get away, possibly. I see Stug's going to run that way. The problem with him running that way, for him, is he thinks he's going to be okay. Check it out. I am my Jackson. I know he's going to be around here. So I'm just going to do as much damage as I can over here. I'm going to need to retreat my Vet 3 captain here. So I know his guys over here retreated the... I guess temporary. That was a good idea, but I'm going to engage him. I have this squad moving over here, and yep. It's great to take out his Stug there now. So look at these guys with their Brents doing absolute hell, just ripping these guys apart here. Grenade. Oh, that was... What was that? Oh, they have the Gammon bomb there. Oh, I can mobilize tanks. I didn't know that. So I'm feeling pretty confident with my armor choices here. They put a fuel. They're building a fuel caster. They're trying to catch up. Anyway, anytime they try to go to this town, Max's MG over here is cutting them off. So overall, feeling pretty good. Take out the only enemy armor that we face. I was worried about a possible King Tiger. If we look at Merland here, he's only built. Oh, he had one already, but he never built the supply half track, which means he cannot get one. He has no fuel whatsoever. He just built a 200 fuel, though, went to his Panther. Max is starting to take this point. He even gave his Royal Engineers Brents, so he must be floating in munitions. And I'm building a fighting position here. Might as well just put a machine gun here and help out. He's going to be repairing. These units are quite veteran. Vet 3, 16 kills, 8 kills on that one. So even if he panzer powers me, he's going to be kind of mad at we missed our shot there. That was pretty... Yeah, he's just not going to do anything against this Maxim. He needs to have someone take it out, and with the tanks supporting fire, you might as well just retreat or lose both his squads. Vet 5 squad almost wiped out. This Sherman is not hitting anything. However, he was able to flank around, and Max is going to lose his machine gun. That's very unfortunate. Or he's not. There you go. His machine gun is going to get out of here. 5 kills. Is that... Wow, that is ridiculous range. So overall, this thing hasn't done only 2 kills. Probably a waste for how much use it really got. And I want to keep making a push around here because I know I just want to keep outflanking my opponent. Rockets are going in. Heavily damaged his lightly damaged his Panther. Killed its temporarily overheated its engine. Anyway, this is their cutoff, so by taking this again, they'll have no fuel. And look at Max failing to kill this thing. Well, Max lost his Vet 2 tank, but he took out that, and did he... Yeah, he also took out their half-track there, so great job by Max taking both of those out. So he was saying good game earlier, and I think he's definitely saying good game now. We're done. So I see an AT gun here and a machine gun. I'm going to try to outflank it. Just finish these guys off. Wow, we're in the exact wrong angle here. Anyway, they're basically done at this point. They have no fuel. They're lost all their kind of armor they've had. They do have some overset on though. I need to get my units out of here. I'm gonna fail to get both these units out of here. So 2 vehicles killed from my captain here. Just I was running away from getting Fausted here. So that's very unfortunate. I lost those 2 units here, but it's more important, I guess, to preserve the Jackson there. And that is when his ally quit. Somehow smoke got popped. You just call that guy a quitter. I mean, I don't know how you're gonna win necessarily at this state. I mean, yes, you can Faust me, but we have comets out, and Anyways, that's a good game to us. That was a fun match. I enjoyed it. I think the real reason we won is mainly because we were able to lock down my side. I was not pressured too much on the actual graveyard here, and I was able to fortify. We were controlling the town there. We kept going after their fuel source, and then just the outflank there of cutting off their fuel here for a number of minutes definitely hurt them, or at least a minute or two, and then their armor choice, the Wehrmacht player, who's a nice guy, he stayed at the end there. He went very heavy on light vehicles, getting the scout car, getting the mortar half track. That was easily countered by the British with his Cromwell, and I was able to get armor out also. So you got to work together with your ally here. It might have just been a random person, but let's show you guys the kills and deaths here. Let's just exit out of this. There we go. There's the kills and deaths, 94-56. Hope you guys enjoyed the COH2 match, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Cut for my 221, signing off.